Okay, here we go. I am your poorly aging, sarcastic PC witty gamer, and we are playing Fallout New Vegas, Obsidian Entertainment. We like them. I don't know who is we because I am the only one making these videos for this channel. I would like that to change, by the way. If you're sarcastic and you're poorly aging, contact me. If you make videos as terrible as ours, please contact me. We would love to have your content shown here on the poorly aging, sarcastic PC Witty Gamer channel. I think we're still in a tutorial in the save file. We will see. I will recognize it if it is the tutorial. I will learn how to speak soon too, perhaps. This is okay. It looks like it's gonna crash again. If so, I'm going to discard this footage. I'm not sure why it's doing this. A naughty game. We're just trying to shoot some video for the channel. But it's not letting me do anything. And it's just sitting there doing nothing. It's ignoring my input, so unless that changes quickly, I will get on with my life in some other manner. Okay.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there?
I does.
Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still.
I am crouched.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, we already did this in the last video.
It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
I know, we did this in the last video. That would mean that the last video did not save sufficiently. But that wasn't what the whole last video was. That's why I'm willing to do this again. I'm your poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer. I don't recommend saying that 5 times quickly. And this is your favorite new YouTube channel, the poorly aging, sarcastic, PC witty gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo. Actually, high definition stereo. It's a high quality video feed right here for you. And this is Fallout New Vegas, and as you can see, it is unmodified. If it were modified, for instance, I'd have Gopher's iHUD or OHUD, something. I'd hide that HUD. She's going to want us to hunt geckos. But the geckos are going to come right to us. We don't have to hunt them or anything.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out.
Geckos?
Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else.
I heard it was
Let's see if we
VD.
can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Can you stop doing VD jokes? This is a G-rated channel. And yeah, I'm aware I'm the one that made the VD jokes.
Okay.
I'm not happy about it. It looks like I totally missed his face. You know, she didn't help at all, and she's taking credit for this gecko hunt.
See? You're getting the hang of it.
You just
There's
stood
2
there.
more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Are you gonna just hang out and watch me do all the work and then take credit for it like you did right there?
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
What 2? It looks like one of us so far. It's been me, and you have been over there with your dog doing nothing. Except, like I said, taking credit for my work. I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. Now, in my heart, there is but one desire, and that one is true. No other will do. Well, it sounds like she's doing something this time. Okay, I can't reach him, but looks like there's a chick in distress. I like chicks. Hey, you gonna say anything? I just saved your life.
Moly.
Moly is not holy.
Like you're done, I'd be a goner for sure.
I know
I
that.
came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
And dirty, and I don't know what you have established a reputation with a group of people in this wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody, and people associated with that group will start to react to what you have done. There are many different factions in the wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. Though you will initially start out with a neutral reputation with any given faction, your fame and infamy will eventually push your reputation in different directions. You can see all of your current reputations under the general section of your Pip-Boy. Good reputations are smiling troublemaker, some good, a little bad, good-natured rascal, good, a little bad, accepted, some good, liked, definitely good, idolized, most good. Mixed reputations would be soft-hearted devil, more bad than good, dark hero, more good than bad, mixed, some good, some bad, unpredictable, good and bad, wild child, most good, most bad. I don't know how you can have 2 mosts that are opposed to each other, but okay. Bad reputations would be sneering punk, some bad, a little good, merciful thug, bad, a little good, shunned, some bad, hated, definitely bad, vilified, most bad. Accepted. Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. thought there was 3 I killed right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, are there more? Because Sonny hasn't told me I ended up fixing the problem. I don't think there are anymore. I think Sonny's just being lazy.
Confound it, Cheyenne. Why'd you have to go running in like that? You were
I'm not
supposed to
Cheyenne.
stay. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have to see me like this.
I don't
I'm not
want
gonna be very
to.
good company right now.
You never
I did have
were.
another thing to teach. But I'll understand if you'd rather I just pay you so you could be on your way.
About what did you want to teach me, since I can't end an interrogative in a preposition, so I had to fix this bad writing here.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Is your dog dead? Is that what you're saying? Because I don't see your dog anywhere. Did you get your dog killed? Is that it? Is that what this is about?
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Thanks for coming up with the most dangerous possible areas they could be. I'm gonna see if there's any that wouldn't risk my life to get these simple ingredients. I know you want me dead, but I, on the other hand, am thinking about survival. Now look at that, there's xander root right here, and it wasn't dangerous to get to it at all. You'll find out later when we do go to the graveyard that it is guarded by some pretty fierce critters. And you notice I just got what she wanted me to get. Here we go again. That's funny, the game thinks I have friends. Are you kidding me? It's taken nearly 4 months to get 42 subscribers to this channel. By the way, I'm grateful for y'all. But this game crashed while I was just walking up a hill. Pardon me for trying to walk up a hill in a role-playing game. So it's probably going to have us redo most of the tutorial again, which would be the 3rd time. Okay, talk to Sunny Smiles.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Well, at least your dog's still alive. Sure, I'll come along with you.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
There's 3 of us if you include your dog, but now last time you got your dog killed real quickly, so maybe you're not including your dog in the 2 of us. You shouldn't include yourself in the 2 of us because this time you didn't shoot anything, and I did all the shooting. I gotta go back and save Molly again. I think the geckos are on both sides of this big old rocky hill. I think that's what's going on.
That takes care of that. Holy moly.
Molly's not holy.
If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure.
I know that.
I came up
You owe
here to
me
draw
your life.
water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
You don't even have anything that says you've drawn water. I'm not going to read the whole reputation thing again. I've already read it. She lost her dog again. Lady, I'm not responsible for you getting your dog shot. Maybe you shouldn't have brought your dog out here.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
I guess her dog didn't get killed, but it's not there beside her, so I don't know. It couldn't hurt.
All right, then.
Although it could crash
We'll
the
need
game.
a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Actually, I know some much safer places to find them. Of course, it could crash the game, but lots of things could do that. And to be clear, I didn't have to continue up that hill because I already had what I needed. That was a really inconvenient time to be asked if I wanted to change anything about my character. Okay, now I have all the ingredients I need, so I'm not going to go back up the hill for now. There's other quests that'll have me do that, and hopefully it won't crash when I do them. But let's just do one thing at a time. Lady, where's your dog? Remember, I think her name was Wyoming or something?
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right
Just
now.
fine.
We're gonna be making
Just
something
fine.
folks on the trail call healing powder.
No, I'm
Go on
gonna
over to
make
that
it.
campfire now. Give it a try.
You say we, but then I end up doing everything you say we're gonna do. Healing powder.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes
Yeah.
to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how.
Where's your dog?
Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe.
I hope I don't
Important
need a
thing to
dog.
get is it's all the same idea.
Because I don't know where
You
yours
just need to
is.
find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor.
I didn't see a
Trudy,
jukebox there.
she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom.
Yeah.
She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Well, I was there earlier. That's where I met you. Hello? Now, I don't know if it's gonna crash if I try and fast travel to where she wants. So we'll talk to this guy, do his quest, and it'll crash while we're doing that.
Hello? Can you help me?
What's wrong?
My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her.
I don't think she
Please,
is.
she's going to die.
Where is she?
Go up
I
the
asked,
path,
Captain.
past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail.
I'll see what I can do, but it
You will?
usually crashes my
Thank you for
computer.
helping me. Please hurry.
Did you hear me say it usually crashes my computer? Because that seemed to be the most important part of that sentence. And I'm off to crash the game now, the game now, the game now. I'm off to crash the game now. Barton told me so. Just keep saving it so that when it does crash, I will be closer to where. Anybody see his girlfriend? Actually, remember we came up here and it crashed. Now this time we're up here and it hasn't. So it's hard to tell why it crashes sometimes, and then when you do the same action, it doesn't. But it doesn't matter because we're going to be dead soon. Bye bye me, bye bye, so long. Bye bye me, I'm gone. He wanted me to really know that I was a bad guy for dying, and so it crashed the whole thing. Not just caused me to die fatally, but it crashed the whole game. I don't feel optimistic about being able to play this game all the way through. Now I died. Let's see whether it crashes because of the death. Okay, that time it didn't. That's what I'm talking about. You can do identical things back to back. One time it'll crash the computer, the next time it won't. That's why it's so hard to diagnose. It's because it's not consistent. Just for fun, let's eat something that might get us some recovery. Well, we didn't get a lot from what we ate. And I don't know why we're walking so slow. Is it saying we're encumbered? Is that the problem? You notice we haven't seen this alleged girlfriend of Barton's. Oh, yeah, it says we're carrying 194 weight when we're only allowed to carry 190. Normally I handle that with mods. The one thing that I do that you might call a cheat is I generally in all these games make it so I can carry a lot more. I think it's interesting, this guy's harassing me, but he doesn't try to finish me off. He comes in, does some damage, and then goes away, and I assume he will come back. If I don't kill him, that he'll come back and do more damage and go away. I don't know if it's because he's young. This is us leveling up. Now we can add to one of our specials. And I'm definitely going to save it because think of all the times we've crashed the computer or died on this here hill. But I usually play this game heavily modified, and yet you're looking at it unmodified. So that's why I don't have much confidence that I can play it modified or unmodified and get very far on this computer. It wasn't made for these kinds of processors or this operating system. And that's what I mean when I say I wish they would put out a 64-bit version of it with better graphics, make it for modern computers and all that. I slept there to show you that you completely heal when you sleep. I don't know if you played this game or not, and if you have, how much of it you've played. So I probably should have added to my strength attribute so that I could have carried more, but I didn't think about it. I'm not used to having to worry about my strength attribute.
Sorry I tricked you, but thanks for clearing out the geckos. Now I can get to that stash up there, after I deal with you.
Well, actually, I already cleared the stash. Now it's going to take me a while to get back to Sunny Smiles because I am encumbered. But I'd have to get rid of 40 pounds of stuff without being paid for it. To do anything else. I should talk fast so you don't realize how slow I'm walking in the game, but I can't walk any faster because I'm encumbered, or as Bethesda would say, over encumbered. And yes, I put this on Bethesda, even though Obsidian made this game, because Obsidian used the wording that came from Fallout 3000 right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the fairly poorly aging sarcastic, PC, witty gamer channel where you're falling in love in stereo. So here we are. This is one of my favorite games, and I would be happy to buy it again, even if they added no new content. If they added no new features, but just put it in 64 bits and made it look prettier. That would alone make it more steady on modern computers. And that would make it worth purchasing again for me. Now, they could go the extra mile and fix all the bugs that are known to be in Fallout New Vegas. And this would be, I think, not Obsidian's decision. Obsidian's owned by Microsoft now, so I assume it would be Microsoft's decision, but I don't know, really, because I don't think any of us who don't work for one of those companies knows how the decision making goes. So this we do know. Fallout New Vegas is owned by Bethesda, but it was created by Obsidian. Obsidian and Bethesda are owned by Microsoft. So if, let's say, Microsoft were to choose to make a remake of Fallout New Vegas, would they need Bethesda's permission or Obsidian's permission? I don't know. Because obviously I don't know the inner workings of either any of the three companies. And we see things on the interweb about how such things would happen. I'm not sure those people know any more than I do. The difference is they make themselves out to be experts. I don't know where that music is coming from. I don't think I have the radio on. Yeah, I don't have the radio on. So, to me, it doesn't make sense that I'm just hearing music. Now I'm at full strength again. I did that so that I wouldn't be carrying as much, basically, because obviously I can sleep and get all my health back. This encumbrance thing is going to be a big deal for this entire playthrough, unless I use a cheat command that lets me carry everything. Because even if I start throwing items away, I'm going to pick up new items. Because I always treat these games as looter games. Looter shooters, I think people call them. Which doesn't deny that they're role-playing games. It just further defines them. Now, what I'll probably do when I get back to town, which is looking like it will be forever from now, but when I get back to town, I will probably wait around till morning and then sell anything that I know I'm not going to use, and hopefully that'll get me under the weight limit. But in a lot of places in this game, there isn't a convenient merchant standing around to just sell stuff to. I really miss my mods at this point, but I think it would make the crashing problem much worse. I'm not sure. And I might roll the dice with them at some point. I think I bought this from the Epic Game Store. Talking about how we, how some of us have multiple copies of the same game. I definitely have this in Steam, and I have this on, it's probably DVD. Just wanted to show you this in case you haven't seen, but this is kind of famous. This is the refrigerator from, I think, one of the Indiana Jones movies or something like that. Anyway, does somebody get in a refrigerator to protect them from a nuclear blast or something? I can't remember. I'm too annoyed by walking in the dark in this game, trying to not crash, trying to get back to Sunny and the Smiles. And then maybe unburden myself. They really do punish you for going over your weight limit. And I have not experienced it this way since the year 2010, which would be, was that only 15 years ago? Wow. Wow. Seems so much longer ago. I mean, I met my last wife in 2009. We had our whole relationship. I moved from Texas to Arizona. We lived in 3 different places, bought a house, everything like that, and she moved on in that amount of time. And Fallout New Vegas is still here, begging for a remake. Now, if it was a total remake, imagine. Like maybe new characters, new quests, new factions. They would have a lot that they could think about doing. One thing would be to get rid of all the bugs. There were mod communities that got rid of the bugs. So they could probably pay for those fixes. You know, they could probably pay a flat rate to the community and then incorporate that into their remake game, or they could fix the bugs on their own. But there are also hundreds of thousands of mods, good and bad mods, that have been made for this here game. So that would give them some ideas of what they could do if they wanted to add factions. If they wanted to add non-player characters. If they wanted to add some companions that are a little needier than the ones in Fallout New Vegas now. If they wanted to change Doc Mitchell around, or make the different cities have better content in them, or whatever. There's Victor. I didn't expect to see him around at this point in the game. I think he's going up to the graveyard, and we will go up to the graveyard at some point, but I would like to get rid of some of my extra weight first. Now, the Prospector Saloon is open 24 hours. It says so right there on the sign. So I should be able to find somebody in there. Remember, when I first went in there, there was nobody behind the counter. Nobody to buy drinks from. So, oh, and the dog is still alive.
Hey there. Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer?
I guess they don't want me to
Until
answer.
next time.
So I don't know why she invited me over if she's not going to be there. Now, I get it. She doesn't live at the Prospector Saloon, but she told me to come by.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to...
Now, I deduce that this guy is trying to intimidate that woman, so I just decide to end it for him.
Okay.
I'm not taking
Actually end him. But my weapon is in poor condition and can do more damage if repaired. You can repair items in your Pip-Boy by visiting a vendor. To repair it yourself, you'll need to use parts from a similar weapon.
Hey. Come on.
Well, that's just what you want to find out when you've gotten yourself in a gunfight, that your weapon is hardly competent.
Come on.
I'm not taking time. I'm not taking time.
Now there... Okay, I failed a quest by killing him. Everything you do in the game will earn you favor with somebody, disfavor with somebody else. It'll make quests go forward or fail other quests. So I'm not too concerned about it saying that I failed a quest. I don't know where the bartender is. She could be afraid, of course, because here this guy comes into her bar and shoots it out with somebody, but obviously I was doing it to save her pitiful life. So maybe I'll talk to her about it.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not. Well, what's done is done. So, what can I do for you?
I overheard your argument. What was it all about? This is a weird time for me to ask that, since I already killed the guy she was arguing with.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Now here's where it gets stupid. She tells me they're hiding this guy out, right? She's never met me before. And I just gunned down somebody in front of her. So the last thing she's going to do is tell me where Ringo is, right? Since they're hiding him so that he won't be killed.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Oh. So see, if I'm one of the people looking for Ringo, I can easily go kill him now. What was the point in hiding him if she was just going to tell me where he is? What are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
All right.
Who was that man you were arguing with? That's terrible English. With who was that man you were arguing? No? Who was that man with whom you were arguing? We'll go with that. Who was that man with whom you were arguing?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them? And I don't know how I know that there's more than one, but people keep talking to me like that.
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Do you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
How long has he been in Good Springs?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
What does he actually do around
Other
here?
than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Never mind, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Does Good Springs get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the Wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Yeah, try not to say damn. Oops, I just said it. This is a G-rated YouTube channel, so be careful what you say. Tell me about the NISR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in
Right.
Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NISR and the Legion both want the darn?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make
I
electricity.
asked you not to say
The
that
Legion
word.
are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam.
Hey.
Probably plan on destroying it or something.
What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Show me what you have for sale.
Got a special discount for you, after what you done for us.
Do you mean like killing that guy? Now, is this stuff I can sell to her? I guess it is. But I'd have to sell a lot of stuff to be cumbered. And notice it doesn't tell me what these things weigh. So I could make good choices. Now, if she's got anything that doesn't weigh too much, I might buy it from her because yeah, let's just accept that deal.
Give me a shout if you need anything else. Be
I
careful
think-
out there.
I think I'm still too. Yeah, I'm still over encumbered. So let's see. Oh, now I did get rid of some heavy things, but not enough. Let's take a look at the radio. An examination of the radio's internal components reveals several parts and connections were popped loose when the radio hit the floor. It should be a fairly simple repair job to get it working again. Repair of 20 or greater is required. I don't know. See, it doesn't tell me what my repair is, though, right there, so that I would know whether I can do it. Why is she always walking away from me? So now, this bar that's open 24 hours, 7 days a week, has nobody tending bar. And she's walked away probably to keep me from getting my reward for fixing her radio. And the game seems to have stuck when I told it I wanted to go through the door. So ain't that special. We got through 35 minutes without it crashing. But we seem to be stuck now. Okay, we were at the Prospector Saloon. It wouldn't let us out the door. It literally froze up when we tried to get through the door so that we could get paid for fixing the radio. So I don't know at what point it's gonna... I don't know where we're gonna be when we load our previous save. It's a mystery. Oh, we're at the beginning of this whole scene again, so...
I'm not taking guns.
Look at how many bullets to the head he can take.
I'm not taking sides.
Come on.
It's amazing, she's not taking sides. The guy was trying to intimidate her.
Come on.
I'm killing him for the damsel in distress. And she's the damsel in distress. And she's not taking sides. And she walks away from me. I get sort of why she's walking away from me. I mean, I'm a stranger and
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Good Springs by killing Joe Cobb like that. His friends might come looking for him, and I don't think they're gonna care who was involved in his death or not. What's done is done.
I did just
what can I do for you?
kill somebody right in front of her. I overheard the argument. What was it all
Looks
about?
like our little town got itself dragged in the middle of something we don't want anything to do with.
Yeah,
About
that's
a week
terrible
ago,
English.
this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Running out on you. Now, since you're hiding him, obviously, you're not going to answer this question where I say, where's Ringo now? Because I could be one of the people looking to murder him.
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Lady, you're really bad at hiding people.
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
I've seen Paul and John and George, because Ringo usually travels with them. Nothing? Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind. I want to talk about something else.
All right.
Who's the man you are? No, I can't ask that because that's an interrogative ended in a preposition. Even out in the Old West, we wouldn't do that. So, let's see. Let me rewrite this just a second. Hold tight. Who was the man with whom you were arguing? I'll go with that. Who was the man with whom you're arguing?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
Does Good Springs get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. You know anything about them? And do you know any reason why there's music playing in the background? Because I think you're going to tell me that your radio is busted. And I'm not playing any music. So why are we hearing Heartaches by the Number?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
So where's the music coming from exactly? Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them.
Shush.
Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
And why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
You still haven't said where these guys were going.
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Please don't talk about strip. This is a G-rated YouTube channel. In fact, called the poorly educated, poorly aging, sarcastic PC witty gamer channel. If you had YouTube, you would know that it's where you're falling in love. In stereo. That's what it is. Do you know that robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
How long has he been in Good Springs?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
I'll make a note of that. You don't like it?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Then you may be the murderer. What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Never mind, let's talk about something else.
Fine by me.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the Wasteland?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Don't say that word. Just say big structure that holds back water. We don't want to say words that, you know. I mean, this is a G-rated channel. Tell me about the NISR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Why do you think the NISR and the Legion both want the big structure that holds back water? I'm not saying that word here in a G-rated channel.
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though.
Savages?
No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Listen, if you want me to help fix your radio and be nice to you and everything, you gotta stop saying that D word. What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
He seems like, oh, now I can't remember the guy's name. I can see his face. Wayne Newton, maybe? Show me what you have for
Got a
sale.
special discount for you after what you done for us.
You mean killing that guy right in front of you? The thing you complained about? Where is this music coming from? I mean, just think about it. You said that your radio's broken. I'm not playing anything. So, I mean, this is kind of creepy that we can hear music. I'm just trying to get down to weight. I don't think I will get down to weight, but
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
well, I think you're going to leave and probably crash
Be
the
careful.
computer when you do. Okay, I'm at 190. I did get down to weight. But I don't think I can fix her radio in time before she leaves. I'll try to. I'm trying to catch her before she gets to the door.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that.
I fixed your radio while you were trying to escape, while you were trying to run out on the payment.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's
Well,
some caps for the work.
actually, I heard music before I even repaired it, so I don't know what you're hearing. That's it? You're playing I've done shoddy work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
How about goodbye?
Be careful out there.
Okay, let's crash this game while I try and get out the door. Now see, she's leaving. There's nobody manning the bar, and yet it said they were open 24/7. And by the way, since the door is not locked, anybody could just come in and help themselves to booze for free. Looks like I might get out this door, though, without it crashing. Although that would be optimistic to assume it so early on.
Hey,
Let's go up to the boneyard. Oh, Victor's leaving it. I could have used his help up there, I think. Vicky Pooh, what you gonna do? When the Vicky Pooh gets all over you. We probably want to, well, this isn't what I expected. what is trying to killify me. Not everybody would use a shotgun to deal with flies, but you know. These are really nasty flies. Now the reason I'm surprised is because I took the Wild Wasteland perk and it's supposed to put a critter up here that's trying to killify me. And it didn't do it, so... I don't know if it didn't give me the perk or what. And as you can see, the saloon is disappearing and coming back, disappearing and coming back. You know, I asked her how to get to Prim. How does a guy who has just had brain surgery to have bullets removed even know about a place called Prim? That's the better question. And you can see the graphics are just freaking out. I don't know if that's my graphics driver, the operating system, my CPU, my GPU, my 3PO. My C3PO. All sorts of things show up and then disappear. But this, since we've completed what we're going to do in Good Springs for now, I think there's a good place to consider ending the video for today. This is your poorly aged, sarcastic, PC, witty gamer, inviting you, actually begging you to like and subscribe, bring your friends in, share this video with your Facebook, your Twitter, your there's other people, right, on the internet, your Instagram, your Instapuke, your MySpace, your ex, not your ex-girlfriend, although you can share it with them too. Your ex would mean the folks on, see, X used to be called Twitter. A lot of people don't know that because they're so young. So your people on X, your LinkedIn, your linked out, your blinked in, your blinked out, your dating profile, your mating profile, your gaming profile. Definitely share it in your gaming profile. And thank you for watching today, right here on your favorite YouTube channel, the Poorly Aging, Sarcastic, PC, Witty Gamer channel, where you're falling in love in stereo.